A woody amber. Right. So I think what we'll do is start by making a woody amber kind of base, and then I'll make an accord which I want to add to it.
Great.
And so, right, let's start at the bottom. So then we do the woody ambers, then we'll do the woody part, your favourite bits from the previous film, and then we'll do the blackcurrant raspberry chocolate, which is my bit.
Great.
I had a pipette, I found it. Press tear. So I can fit 24 grams into that, so 120 grams, yep. I'm going to put in 4 grams of Isoe Super at 15%.
It's like, that's like stretching the canvas for a painting.
Yes. Yes, when you, what's it called? Being sized or something? I could be wrong. Or maybe that's watercolour. I know, my mother used to do all that stuff. Arty things. This is the not very interesting part, is it, when I do the drops? We should discuss life in general. How have you been, Malcolm?
Yeah, I've been fine.
I've seen you for weeks. Busy.
I know, it has been a lot, yeah. Very, very, very busy at the moment.
Yeah.
Which is, I like it like that.
Yeah. I must say, I did quite like my 4 nights in Glasgow, just wandering around a bit and seeing completely new things and smelling of chocolates and walking up a lot of hills and back down them again. And observing the architecture.
It's funny, isn't it? You going somewhere that you haven't been before, you see everything.
I've been, but I realise I haven't been for about 10 years.
Yeah, rather. So just change of scenery sometimes is really important for you.
Yeah.
Perception.
Also, of course, seeing loads of family and...
Yeah, that can be nice occasionally.
Yeah, well, thing is that, oddly enough, see, so I went to school with my sister's husband and his sister. So,
really? Yeah,
so we were all at school together, and I really, really, really like seeing my sister-in-law, who was my friend Judith. So, our husband, so we were putting the world to rights.
Yeah.
I've just added some Cedrambra.
Great.
At 10% as well. So I've got the Isoe Super and Cedrambra. I will...
Is that one of the ones that I liked?
Not really. I think,
oh wait, yeah. Sorry, Cedrambra was quite a...
Cedrambra's okay.
These are the background ones.
Yes, these are the background ones. Well, Cedrambra and Isoe Super are more backgroundy than the others. Well, if we go Amber Extreme, which I think we have to if we're going to do a woody amber at 1%, I'm still just going to put a tiny amount in.
Yeah, just to...
Press tear. Just so that we can see what happens. So I'm going to put 0.2 grams in. Nailed it. And then there's the Karma wood. We're definitely taking it into King Street Hammersmith territory here.
Great.
Lads' night out.
Great.
I'm going to go for just 0.5 gram. I mean, these things can be scaled up, of course.
The lads are out, but they're not drinking.
Yeah.
I don't know what I meant by that.
Neither do I. Not yet. They're probably off to the gym, you know.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I don't go there. Right, so that... Shall we add Ambrox Super to this as well? I feel that... I'll tell you what, I'll put Ambrofix in because I have more of that.
What is Ambrofix?
It's very similar to Ambrox Super. It's a different manufacturer, but one of the problems at the moment with the whole, yeah, they're fine. Ambrox Super, we just couldn't get any. There was a problem with one of the materials, just wasn't available, the thing that you make it out of, not the clary sage, but the other bit. So then we all have to make sure that we're buying one of the ones that isn't made out of beetles, but is made out of clary sage. So
Miles away.
miles away
The smell, yeah.
from.
My nose.
Oh, I thought you meant it was going to be miles away from Ambrox Super. I thought you were.
Oh, no.
You can't possibly do that. It is quite similar, but the other thing is that when you put it in, they sort of have the same effect.
Right, yeah.
So I got this off Harry. He bought a load and we shared. So I'm going to put a gram of that in. I keep this at 5% rather than at 10%. So I'm going to put a gram of that in. And I mean, all of these things, I've got an idea in my head, having used them before, all of these things, of their characteristics. So while it looks like I'm just lobbing stuff in randomly, it is as a result of having used them before. I want that to be just reassuring. So, still getting rid of the stupid cold. Oh my god, it's about. Yeah.
Just
don't catch
they've
it.
just found some swine flu that has jumped from a pig to a human being in the UK.
Great.
Although they got over it quite easily. It was like it didn't really affect them very much.
No, good. I'm also still getting over my vaccination. They hit vein. I mean, it's fine. It's just that it's not supposed to actually draw blood. So I have lost 0.01 grams of this. So I'm judging that that's okay. This is.
Okay, cool.
They actually seem to.
It's going to
They smooth each other out.
Yeah.
I would have to experiment more, I think, to make sure that. I mean, there are probably lots of different proportions. I mean, there are millions of different proportions that you could use. Get what you want.
Billions.
But that. Well, yes, actually.
Trillions. Infinite.
It is infinite.
It's infinite.
Annoyingly infinite. Okay. So this one is called.
Infinite Amber.
King Street? How about
King Street, yes. It's called King Street.
King Street Blues. No, that is a very, very old American police program reference, which was Hill Street Blues. Write everything down. So I'm going to put that on the bottom.
That's clever because, of course, police, the blues, they have the blues, don't they? The blues and twos, as they call them.
Yes. But that was when it just used to go Nina, 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 and now it does lots of other noises as well, so it's more like the blues and 17s. I need to get a bottle. I'm only going there. Whoosh. So now, I've actually ended up doing the clouds first, which is... That's alright. I'm going to do a quick I'll turn that round so you can see the logo. Oh, you know what we should do? We should say, please like, surprise and comment. No.
Like, surprise and comment.
What is it?
Subscribe.
Like, subscribe and comment. Yeah.
I personally like, surprise and comment.
Yes, like, surprise and comment. That's what you should do.
Yes, and share and...
Yeah.
Just like...
People say stuff like that.
Watch it a few times.
I don't know. It sounds a bit needy though, doesn't it? Yeah, don't bother. No, do, but...
Well, no, yeah, it does... people may have forgotten.
Yes.
To like and surprise.
Yes.
And comment.
Sandalore. It's going in.
What an incredible thing. I think that's one of my favourite materials in the world.
Yes, that's going on the allergen list now as well.
No, is it?
Yeah.
That's such a shame.
But all it means is what we have to do is just use it at the amounts at which it doesn't cause an issue.
God, I feel sorry for people who don't know perfumers.
Do you?
And can get it. No, I'm joking. You would never supply things that are they're not on the allergen list. That work.
Well, it's not illegal. People just assume that you're actually going to behave. Now, the other things you liked were the Cypriol.
Oh, yeah.
Which is here. Which is quite intense, and so is the Buddha wood. So what I'm going to do is put 0.5 grams of this in. I put 2 grams of Sandalore. Yeah. I think this is fascinating. Not so. Novel then. 3rd draft.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. It's consuming me completely, which is nice. I suppose it has to, really.
Well, it's kind of you to come out.
Oh, I mean, but it's consuming the gaps, really. I still have to go about and actually exist.
Yeah, eating stuff.
Yeah.
And it's also probably good for you to just get a bit of a walk and
Yep.
Yeah, fill your head up with other stuff.
So I think I'll have the 3rd draft by the end of the year.
That's pretty impressive because the end of the year is not that far away.
Yeah. But Owen has very kindly agreed to spend a few days with me reading it to me. He's going to read me the book. Which I think will be good.
It's great. That's
good to hear it out loud.
Stephen Fry on Christmas Day reading an entire
yeah.
Harry Potter without having seen it before. Impressive. Da-da-da. Okay, we've got that. That is all. Oh no, we had the Sisters Absolute as well. So, this is kind of more of a traditional with the amber, and of course see that bag there, that big bag, that's got pipettes in. Would you grab one? Thanks. Harry bought 500,000 pipettes.
No, really?
Yeah. They're better quality. They last a lot longer than some of the ones that were being brought into the UK. So, yeah. There was a photograph on Instagram of the truck arriving. But his place is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Sherwood Villas.
So we're with the pipette?
Yeah. So this is the Sisters Absolute.
Oh yeah, classic.
So
that's a classic.
Yeah, it's made from the same plant, the rock rose, as Labdanum Absolute, but this one is made from the twigs and the leaves, not the resin, but it smells very similar. So, right, okay, so what we could do is just have a tiny little whiff of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to decide how much of it to add to that. Happy?
It's the sandal oil is just so special.
Yes.
I think it really is one of my favourite smells ever. I think
It's
that's
wonderful.
the thing that I love in Red Church.
It's one of the things, oddly enough, that I could hardly smell at all. That's a good point, actually, on the subject of woody ambers, is that some of these things they're big molecules, and until you learn, it's like your brain learns to smell them after a while, but at first, I couldn't smell one of the really, really powerful ones called norlimbanol, which I didn't bring up, but it's very similar to Karma wood. But yeah. I don't know what to call this now, so we need it.
Well, this is the wood bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
Buddhawood, cistus, sandal oil. It's more. Yeah.
Just call it the woody bit.
No. I will. Yeah, I might think something later, but. Okay. And it is there. King Street. Should name it after another road, really. Now, then we kind of get the crazy bit, which is the part that I wanted to add. Which.
Yeah, I'm excited about this.
Okay. So we basically aren't bothering with what anybody would call top notes.
Why would you?
Doesn't matter. I mean, it really doesn't matter. It's like
Just pop a bit of kumquat in. At the end.
might not. Yeah, I've been dealing with a few questions about that.
I keep coming. What, kumquat?
No, about what proportions of top notes do we have to have? Like you don't have to have any.
Yeah. You don't have to do anything
Nope.
that you don't want to.
Nope.
You are your own person.
All you need to do is be careful. It's not going to give anybody a rash.
Don't give anyone a rash.
Blackcurrant Bud Absolute. Colour. Let's see that against.
Oh yeah.
That anyway.
Yes.
So, I should let you smell that. I mean, you know what
I
it's
know it.
like,
I
but
know
it's
well.
it's just so it's so pleasantly.
Just pop me the pipette.
I could just give you.
Yeah.
I'll give you a slight drip.
There you go.
Welcome.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. It's got a real. Can I be honest?
Do it.
It's got a real essence of catwee.
That's the one. Yes.
Like
It
that
is.
smells like my
pungent.
auntie's outhouse.
Well, I'm glad that it's not your auntie's in-house.
Well, I only said outhouse because
Yeah.
I didn't want her to see, but it also does smell like her kitchen.
Did she have a cat?
She's got 12. She's got 12.
Oh. Have you ever seen Milton Jones live? The comedian.
I haven't seen Milton Jones either live or dead.
Ah, I've seen a couple of times, but he did one routine one year, and he'd say like, "Who's got a cat?" And people went, "Yay!" And he just went, "Your house smells." And then after a while, he said, any dog lovers in? Right. And people would have forgotten. They'd say, yeah, your house smells.
Yeah, it is true.
And even at the end of it, got any students in?
Ah, great.
And they were going, yay! It's like,
that's really clever.
Your house. I know it was.
But
that does make me think, this is, have you got any cats? Blackcurrant Bud Absolute. I'm going to use Rose Ultimate.
So they do, people who own cats and dogs and pets have more, have greater variety in their microbiome. They have better microbiomes than those without pets.
Interesting.
Sort of stands to reason, really. Bringing all their bacteria and rubbing it everywhere.
Yes, that they're like walking around getting mud on their paws and coming back in the cat door and messing it up. Okay. I put in Rose Ultimate and I've got the...
Rose Ultimate, interesting.
Yes, I like Rose with Raspberry Blackcurrant. That was my hope. But where
Lovely.
is my cocoa? Oh, there. It's right in front of me.
Lovely.
Because it's a busy day downstairs, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. There are lots of visitors. I think it's because we have this special offer on.
What's the special offer?
It's the upgrades.
Oh, classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
We've
your
gone
Hot Pink Friday, is
Yeah,
it?
Hot Pink Friday.
So,
I mean, we were thinking, should we do this? I mean, it's like, but then we thought, well, people don't have any fun at the moment. I mean, life. You look at front pages of stuff and think, apart from those Indian road workers being got out of the tunnel, which is absolute joy. My favourite news stories are people being rescued from tunnels. I think because. My least favourite news stories are people being stuck in tunnels. Yeah. So.
yeah.
So when that happens, but everything else, people need a bit cheering up, is what I think. And if they can get a bit of extra perfume.
So if you buy whatever you buy, you get the next size up.
Yeah, if you buy 15, you get 30. Buy 30, you get 50. Buy 50,
That's a
yeah.
very, very, very good deal. That is.
I think it's not bad. I mean, we can't do it all the time, but you know, sometimes. Of course, we had a lot of stock after Stylist.
Yeah, right.
Because we filled up all those lovely shelves. And I'm going to use raspberry butanone. Can you smell?
Yes, please.
That is the right answer, Arthur. You are just so good at this. So Paris then? Did you just go and come straight back, or did you stay over?
I went on the Monday and I came back on the Thursday.
Ah, nice.
I went around and spoke
French.
very bad French at people.
Zut alors.
I'm very good at speaking bad French, but I can get away with not speaking any English when I'm there. But I will just make up my own ways of saying what it is that I need to say using the words that I have. And so, but it always ends up being a lot of fun.
Yeah.
People just sort of laughing at me.
Well, then you cheered them up, so that's nice thing to do. You should go to see Alex.
Oh yeah. Is he in Paris?
Yeah, he's in Versailles, which is, you know,
just outside.
not far.
Where my podcast used to have by far the most listeners.
Yeah.
So strange.
Yeah.
I think there must be some kind of server there.
A British radio station. I'm going for 2 grams, actually, raspberry butanone.
I think that's a good shout.
It's sort of almost a cloud of its own.
It is a bit, isn't it? It's very nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, going to Manchester this weekend.
Oh yeah.
And then to Liverpool.
Right.
My grandmother is hosting a dinner for her wedding anniversary with her late husband.
Okay. Do you
It's
leave a spare
strange.
space for him at the table?
Well, I mean, they'd have been married for a while now, so it'd have been their, whatever it is, Jubilee.
Yeah.
No, not Jubilee. What do you call it?
60th, is
Anniversary.
it that one?
Yeah, I don't know. What is it? It'll be your diamond or whatever. I'd be
Yeah.
like, if you saw a diamond wedding anniversary, I'd say, well, it isn't, is it?
Not really. No,
So by
you
definition, you
sort of stop counting. Ooh.
it's your paper one again. But people grieve in their own ways, don't they?
Yeah. Well, how long ago did he actually die?
16 years ago, 17 years ago, or something. It's a bit Gormenghast. Oh, I'll tell you what. Here's something that I'd like to say to everyone. Go and watch the film Saltburn.
Oh, because we might do that this evening.
Oh, you have to.
Okay, no relation to Saltburn, where I was born.
Not related. No relation to
Absolutely,
Saltburn.
totally not. No relation to Saltburn Driftwood, the perfume that I make.
Not
Okay.
that either.
Well, if you say so.
I just thought about it because of Gormenghast.
Like tar.
Don't just look. That's in the past.
Okay, that's all right. I just
It's a spectacular film.
Yeah.
I think it's my favourite film of the year.
I heard. I think I just want to go and see Rosamund Pike.
She's amazing.
This is what I heard. Okay. What am I going to call the chocolate raspberry blackcurrant rose, because it won't all fit on the label?
Call it Sarah's bit.
Sarah's. Thank you, Arthur. You are on fire today. We will be shortly when I get out the flamethrower. Okay. So then the interesting part is to decide how much of each I put in. Nick's going to show up on the background, isn't he? We can hear him having a chat. It's fine. We like reality. That's what we do.
What would be good is if the subtitles to this video were just Nick's conversation downstairs.
Yeah. I have to. It's fine. YouTube, it's got quite good at knowing what we're saying. Vimeo hasn't a clue what we're talking about. It still talks about mosques when I say mosques. It still calls you Martha. Calls you lots of things. Sometimes I think you ought to just run it with the closed captions and see what it says.
It calls me lots of things. It's like being back at school again.
Oh, I didn't put the lid back on properly now. Covered in bloody woody amber.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry to hear that.
That's not good. Honestly, on the skin. Smell me hand, Arthur, smell me hand.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
like,
very King Street.
I've really, really, really made a... Oh my goodness.
Right, well the battery's is we're on the way out.
Okay. Well then...
I might have to run down and go and get another battery.
Or I could just keep it secret, the combination that we do. And you have to join the Patreon in order to find out what the formula is. Ha ha ha.
Just
And we'll come back next week.
yeah, so
when
we're
it's
not going to
finished.
mix them together now.
Well, I am, but it doesn't have to be on film. Let's smell it.
Thanks.
Might need to try and get on my skin. Smells like toasty. It smells of toast. It's the cocoa. The cocoa absolute with the cypriol and butterwood. Smells of blackcurrant jam on toast.
It really does.
And that's why I like experimenting. Right, what's it like on the paper? Or do you want to put some on your skin?
I've got some.
You've got some, okay. Okay, so we'll wait and see how that goes.
Yeah.
King's bits. What are we gonna? What are we gonna call it? We got King Street, Woody bit, and Sarah's bit. I mean, what like?
It's called jam on toast, isn't it?
It is jam on toast. It's official. At
Yeah,
least,
I'm really looking forward to coming back to that. I think.
I think. Well, in that case, Arthur, next week if you're around,
Yeah.
it's a date.
Indeed. I'm starting to get better at smelling things and going, oh, you think it's good now, it'll get, I'm starting to be able to dream into the time that...
Yeah. This is the thing, it's a bit like... It used to be a video game where you had to guess where it was going to land. You'd take the cross, press hit, and then it would take a while to get there. This is like the 80s. And then you had to predict when it was going to explode, so you took out the thingy. If you tried to hit things, you missed it. If you predict where it's going to land at the right point, then you take it out. I was good at that. And basically this is that video game, Moonbase or something, in perfumery. That is my skill.
Great. See you next week.